Good morning, Roy.
Good morning. How you doing?
Man, I am wonderful. And a little ice overnight and snowing a little bit this morning, and nothing crazy. But my son had to go to work this morning, so he had to be there.
Beautiful.
Comes down at 7:55, and of course, windshield's ice.
Oh,
So had to get him started. That's why we got a little late start this morning. But it's all good.
no problem. I'm going to share the links now. Do that. It's a.
You forgot to do something in our.
Oh yeah. Let me do that too. Having a case of the Mondays.
Yeah. Got a nice little. Get this thing at. Got a nice trend here. Look at this. He's going a little tighter with it.
Yeah. Wow.
Boom. Now we got a lot of room to get back down to it. Do we have one here? So we are interesting spot. I know Roy messaged me this morning like, holy gap up. Like, yeah. If you're wondering why, just click on your old Trader Hub here on Top Step X. And they liked it so much, they wanted to put it in here a lot.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So anyway, Trump aides are exploring tariff plans that will be applied to every nation, but only cover critical imports. I see why that popped now was the critical imports part. So it wouldn't be everything. Interesting. That could go either way. We had effective Fed fund rates come out, 4.33%, same as it was the day before. So we're holding that 4.33 after we had that drop. Secured overnight finance rate dropped to 4.31% compared to 4.4. So that is something to keep an eye on today. More Trump stuff. Tariffs are to make U.S. steel more profitable and valuable. I will unban Biden's oil drilling ban immediately. I will probably get along very well with China's Z. Anybody else that doesn't know, we got some more news going on. Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau, however you say his name.
Trudeau, yeah.
Expected to step down. So that's pretty big thing there. So
the Canadian currency popped on that news.
Well, but it should, because got a tyrant in there leading the government for a while.
So you got and that's going to have Dixie impacts. So
yeah. So you don't really have anything here. A few minutes. You got Cook to speak. 8:45. We do have some service and composite PMI coming out. 9 o'clock. We got the factory orders and durable goods, all that stuff. 9:45. Trudeau will be speaking, so I'm assuming this is where he's announcing he's stepping down. So we could definitely see some volatility in the market around that. That should get everything going pretty good, I would think. Let's look into tomorrow. So we got some European and, of course, a lot of European stuff overnight. Get down. You got Barkin speaking early on Tuesday, so pay attention if you are an early trader. You got the U.S. trading balance. You got the Red Book. You got JOLTS job openings coming out. This is a big number they're looking at. You got ISM service employment stuff, all this coming out. Then at lunch, then you got a break note, and you got the 10-year coming out, all that stuff happening. So tomorrow's a pretty busy day. So
yeah, it is.
Stay on your toes tomorrow, and then we'll look into Wednesday, and then we'll cover the rest of the week later. But Wednesday, you do have initial jobless claims coming out. So we just talked about the job number tomorrow. Of course, the jobless claims on Wednesday is going to be a huge number. You got Waller speaking at the same time, continued jobless claims. Then we go into some crude inventories and stuff. Then the 30-year bonds will come out at lunch. That's another big one you got to pay attention to. And then something that's kind of might be off your radar a little bit. And you'll see a lot of people on Twitter, if you follow FinTwit, you'll see a lot of people saying, "Oh, we lost my camera for some reason. My camera keeps going out. I don't know what's up with it right now." So y'all can just listen to me talk for a second. Roy, let me know if we have any issues with hearing me.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine.
You'll see all of FinTwit probably on Wednesday talking about how we have FOMC and they forget to add minutes part to it. But typically you don't see anything really crazy happen with that, but you have to pay attention, especially this time. I think there might have been some voting that might surprise some people. So just be careful of that. You might see a lot of people are not really wanting to do any cuts for a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. Will I sit here and worry about it? Absolutely not. But am I going to pay attention to it? For sure. So, and that's what we got for the next couple of days, and we'll cover everything else the rest of the week. Roy, I'm going to kick it over to you, and then I'm going to try to figure out what is going on with my camera and stuff. So I'll be right back on that too.
Okay. So let's take a look at Mag 7. Obviously, you're getting a move up this morning. It's very strong, very, very ready to pop, if you will. So ES is up 0.8%. NQ is up 1%. VIX is also up 0.75%. So definitely an interesting one to keep an eye on. Those three normally don't stay green at the same time. So, but VIX is on a downtrend. It gapped up and is now trending down. So we'll see if that continues. Here we've got Apple up 0.5%. Nvidia, big move up. It's up 2.8%. Microsoft up almost 1%. Google up 1%. Amazon up 1.3%. Meta's up 0.8%. And Tesla recovering nicely, up 3%. Tesla's up about $40, $45 from its low on Friday. So always impressive with Tesla. We'll skip over to crypto. Bitcoin pushing up towards 100,000. It's at 99,180. It's up almost 1% this morning. Solana up almost 2.5%. It's at 218.67 as it continues to push higher. Ripple slightly flat, 2.4. That's Ripple kind of hanging out. Then we've got Coin, obviously on that Bitcoin move, is gapping up almost 3% this morning at 2.8%. So if we scroll down, we take a look at some of the fun ones. You got Micron up 5%. Nice move up on the chips side of things. Palantir is down 1.3%. We'll keep an eye on that one. AMD is moving up. Look at that, almost 3% on top of its almost 4% move on Friday. So some positive, dare I say, continuation with AMD. 10-year yield, it is gapped higher, I believe. Let's see. Yep. Pushed up a little bit more this morning. It's at 4.61. So it's now broken above that 4.5 range. Now broken above 4.6 range. As we mentioned earlier, the Dixie, it got all the way up to 109.50 on Thursday and is now down to 107.97, battling this 108, which it kind of grinded around 108 for a while. But some big news from across the globe, around the globe. So you're getting some moves in some currencies that are going to impact the Dixie negatively. IWM, we don't really talk much about IWM on this channel, but it is moving up. It's up almost 1%, back up to about 227. Gold, big spike down this morning. Looked like it was going to break that downtrend to the upside. It did, and then has reversed back down into the downtrend. So going to be a false breakout there on gold based on the news that's coming out around the world. Let's see, anything else?
I got a camera, but no background, so
That's all good.
Better than nothing, right?
Yeah. One thing I'm interested in here is this VIX being green. That normally does
Yeah.
not bode well. Right, and you
Look
just
at this.
got a big pop, big drop.
Yep.
Oh wow.
So yeah, Cook say that the Fed can proceed more cautiously in cutting rates. Yeah, and you had news break that Trudeau is stepping down today.
Spicy.
Be careful today, people.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to get too married to a direction because it can change on a dime right now.
Yeah, you see how anything coming out, any news is affecting the market big time right now. You had Trump reported considering important alteration to tariff plan. I guess they re-released that on this drop too, so I don't know. Huge spike on the VIX, of course, with this huge drop on ES here. Yeah, this is why we decided to wait now and see if we can get us a trend when we open up. We're trading right now. I say it a lot. This is definitely a gambling move if you're trading now.
Yeah, because even though it bounced off VWAP, which looks like it had strong support there, you're playing with news.
Yeah. I had a Washington Post story that I'll pare back my tariff policy if I'm wrong, Trump. And then he also says the Washington Post story is incorrect. Guess he's gonna stand by that tariff no matter even if he's not wrong. If he is wrong, sorry. That didn't sound great putting it with that story, but Trudeau is to stay on as party leader until a successor is picked.
Okay.
So he's stepping down as the party leader, but does that mean he's stepping down as prime minister? Or is the party leader the prime minister? I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Is their prime minister elected or not?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well. And this is why I came right back down to the VWAP. It is holding though. This is interesting right here. And you had more volume on this candle though than typically we have it open.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know what it's at now. It's at 40,000. That's a lot. That's a lot. CBD was up pretty good. It's down to 3,000 now. Nobody's talking to you. Siri wanted to say hey.
No, I got a request chart name, please. So he's looking at ES on a 5-minute chart, which is the S&P 500 futures. Also, welcome.
Welcome.
We're using the software as Top Step X, if that is also the question. Not sure. But we're hanging out until the open. We got 10 minutes till major open here. We'll see how this candle. Dare I say this is probably a large candle by candle to the downside, but that's a big candle to play that one on.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch this one go.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Sitting on your hands right now is not a bad one.
No, it's not. I do like it. And we had this run up, right? We were running already, but then we had the pulled back. We had the tariff news, the Trump tariff news that sent the market. So you got to look if we do come back to a low. You got to look for the 607.50 area. Let's put us a spot there.
This is not a pretty candle.
No, it's not. It's but I can't take a short right here this close to open because typically last 5 minutes, well, not this one, but the next candle, a lot of times sends it. So we're just gonna sit here and wait. We're gonna be patient. We're gonna wait on a trend. I'm really impressed with that volume though. My gosh, Roy, over 40,000.
Yeah, that was a big honk that wanted to get out quick, huh?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If we're watching open here in 8 minutes, this is more volume than a lot of times we get it open, and opens typically our second biggest candle of the day besides close. So
it'd be interesting to see that flow. What it comes in at the open.
It's going to be skewed one way or the other, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Bitcoin did not like this news as well. It dropped pretty hard. So
it looks just like you.
Yeah, it was wanting that 100,000. Got about $100 away from it, and then blop down $1,200, $1,300, dropping fast. Yeah, so we'll see how this market reacts. No point in being in a hurry.
Absolutely not.
There was a cartoon that Ponky's the monkey. I don't know if you've seen that in the cartoon, little shorts that are all over Twitter. It said he released one yesterday. It's the life of a trader, and it's just the monkey character sitting in a chair, staring at a blank wall with a blank screen, doing nothing, and then grabbing a cigarette, smoking, doing nothing. Just sitting in the chair, waiting.
That is a lot of what a trader
is. Yeah. No point in getting in fireworks to start.
Absolutely.
Well, candle ended up keeping strong, held VWAP.
Yep.
So that's positive. I don't know what's the VIX doing. I'm going to flip over. So your VIX will wick up and kind of coming down again. It's retesting its 20-day moving average. So the VIX comes back down and it continues this downtrend. We got a gap to fill all the way down to 1613. Let's see. Yeah. That candle was felt across the Mag 7.
It's funny. So Financial Juice have put on a chart, right? I can't share it right here because I got it on the other computer, but they put on a chart like when news comes out, and it's just called like a critical news. Like, can you see exactly what it does to the chart?
Mm-hmm.
So on when the story came out, we had that huge drop. This was on that Washington Post story. The dollar, your Dixie Roy, went from around 108 to 108.4458 on that news. Yeah. So if you look at I can't look it up. You can pull the Dixie up on yours. I can't pull it up on this one.
Yeah. Let's see.
So you're gonna see the opposite move on the Dixie. Yep, look at
Wow.
that. It's amazing the how that guy can move the market.
Yep.
It's one thing everybody forgot, I think, how easily he moved the market.
Well, yes. And now he has access to all his social media that he needs. So those 1 a.m., 2 a.m. tweets.
When he's up eating McDonald's.
Yeah. I saw a tweet. It said, last night you were supposed to leave out Diet Coke and Big Macs for January 6th.
Yeah, I saw it. It is not. It's really interesting watching it try to fight its way back up here, because it's not just going in one motion for sure.
Yeah, I mean there's uncertainty here, so that was a stick. But if it recovers that stick, my gracious.
I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Any of my fib traders out there? There you go. Actually, let's just do it on that one move. Forget the rest of it. One. Came right back up into our golden zone. Rejected. Sometimes you just can't. We just overcomplicate things.
All the time.
And it's not that serious all the time.
So 3 minutes is probably going to open in that golden zone, isn't it?
Looks like he wants to. Well, we got a little time left here, so we'll see. We shall see. I have not made a single trade today yet because we are waiting, patiently waiting.
Yeah, I mean, there's a nice trend up. By the time we got online, it was pretty much flattening out.
Yep.
And then you had this big drop. So now you got to see how it wants to react to the drop.
It's funny. I've got the Discord group open up over here, and I see this. Roy shared a thing. It was from ESPN Milwaukee about how cold was it in Green Bay yesterday.
Yeah.
Where this guy opens up a bottle of water and it freezes from the top down instantly.
Insane.
It's just to be out there in that. It's just I'm not gonna. I said just dumb, but it's just silly to me. I don't think you can put enough clothes on to stay warm like that.
No. I mean, and then, what? Yeah, just can't even get water from a bottle. Right, it has to be in like a Yeti. It's already boiling.
Be drinking. Hey, you got some hot water over here? Yeah. Nice soothing sip of hot water. Come on. Sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah, 1 minute to open, and it's got a ton of EMAs to break through, which opening volume can break those pretty easily.
Yeah, you got CBD climbing here, so it's gonna be interesting to see MOO. Roy, it might break it before the open.
Looks like it. What did you say about that 5 minute candle before the open?
They can send it.
They can send it.
No, I don't have any use for this anymore, so I'm taking that off. Interesting to see what we do here. We got about 15 seconds to find out. CBD's actually moving up with this move, so we might have some continuation in the open. And then again, it might not. Oh, CMO. Come on. Come on. There it is. S&P 500 plus 292 million. NASDAQ minus 3 million. Dow plus 66 million. Mag 7 plus 2 million. Bro, was it Friday where the MO was so crazy?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like 350 million positive for S&P and what, almost 100 million, or was it 70 million or 90
70
million?
million. Yeah, Mag 7.
I was like, you never see it that high.
Yeah.
Like plus 1-2 million, yes, you see, but look at this move. Look at this move. It's going to bounce it up. It's going to break it through. CBD is just popped from nowhere. Let's see. I want to see how the tide opened. It's really hard for me to tell here. I don't know if Roy can tell.
Puts high.
I know.
General market puts are taller. Very early though. Obviously, first minute.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the SPY one doesn't really look like it's got any data. Holdings does, but now it's SPY. Nope.
Well,
Yeah,
mine's
just Holdings.
it's coming in and going out, so it's like it's there, then it goes away, and it's what they're having trouble with that one. That is not what I want to hear. Like to see this one. Ooh, it's had a huge change in direction on the holdings, though. Like he said, this is very, very early, so
Yeah, it's hard to.
Anything out. Net premium is negative, though. I know that.
This candle recovering nicely. I mean, I thought it was dead.
Yeah, CBD's gone from around 3,000 open to 8,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then back down it comes. Holy cow.
Yep. This is a little hard mode right now, folks. Looks like they want to hold, though, don't it?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's holding those EMAs, but that upper wick worries me a bit. Oh,
Yeah, you
your
just had a
camera
huge
just went out
spike
again.
call volume, too. Yeah, I don't get it. It's updated to the latest Chrome, and just my browser keeps losing connection to my camera for some reason. But
No
it's still got power to the camera because there's a red light on my camera on. So
no worries. We will adapt and conquer. We've got about 12 minutes till data comes out. So you could see a pop before data as people. I mean, it has now recovered officially, that big candle.
yes, it has.
And up it goes.
Yes, it does.
You got, I'll flip over to mine. You see holdings, you got, or is this general market tide? You got call premium rising now, call volume rising, you got put volume dropping. This is on holdings. You're seeing a similar state. And then, yeah, SPY keeps going in and out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Glitching out. Glitching, man.
Glitching, man.
So we're looking at Apple. You're up 1%. Nvidia, holy cow, 149 up 3%. Google up 196, or sorry, Google up 2% to 196. I guess I should look at my portfolio because I have call options. Yeah, that'll work. Coin gave up that goose. Dang, look at that. That was up $10 pre-market. Now only up $3. See if it can recover.
Well, at least look, I can at least have an avatar up.
There you go.
It's something, and it moves when I talk, so I can tell what's going on here. I think I can actually start the camera back. It's just it'll cut back out again. So
Getting to move down here on ES now.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
VIX.
Clusters.
So VIX did fill the gap on that open move. So we do have data in 10 minutes for those that are mindful of that. Be mindful of that if you're trading.
Yeah, so if you click to mine real quick, and I can show everybody. If you are on Top Step X, you got these little lightning bolts at the bottom, which tells you what news is coming up. So at 8:45, we have U.S. S&P Services PMI final. Impact is high. I would say so. And then we have the U.S. factory orders at 9 o'clock. Impact is high also. So they put these at the bottom to remind you, hey, you've got something coming up. Pay attention. Is it going to break these EMAs? I'm not quick to take a long here, to be honest with you. I'm not really quick to do anything right this moment until we get past all this news.
Yeah. Well, you're in a chop zone, right? You're in an orb range that did not break out from where we were pre-market. We had a little breakdown and then a recovery, and now you're just chopping. So
see, the camera went back out again. I wonder if it's a settings or something. Did I accidentally change the settings issue? Shouldn't keep coming in and out like that. So we'll have it back going by tomorrow. Oh, a reminder. It says a short week again this week because the market is closed on Thursday. So there'll be no streaming on Thursday, and it's the Jimmy Carter Memorial Day, day of mourning, or however it's said in there.
So I'll have to do my college football picks.
Yeah, crazy look at holdings. You got put premiums are popping, call premiums are dropping, but call volume is popping. And of course, the market's popping, which goes back to prove my point that volume is key.
Well, this candle, if it can close green, well, there goes that.
Man, you got to jinx something, don't you?
Exactly. You mentioned
who's the true one.
But it did test those EMAs, like you said, and it did hold them. So VIX has gone red now. So we are, interestingly, you're looking at general market, you're getting puts pushing higher, calls pushing down, but the volume has increased.
Like you said,
so yeah.
You go back there, you got holdings still showing.
Yeah. So now put volume is now taken over on holdings, like you said. Okay. All right. This is
interesting.
Yeah. So you're getting. Yeah, volume is coming back. It just hasn't gone red, but you are getting some de-risking here. Some insurance, if you will.
Well, let's see. This camera went out again.
Data in about 5.5 minutes. For those of you keeping an eye on that, NVIDIA pushing up. It looks like it wants to go to 150. Got to 149.60, currently 149.30. Push on up there, darling.
Lord have mercy.
There was a guy on this channel that said if NVIDIA gets to about 130, 120s, you may want to buy some. I think that was your advice to people who told you that wanted to get rich quick, but you said there's no such thing as getting rich quick in the market.
Yep, wait for a dip, especially companies like NVIDIA that are powerhouse companies.
People want it. Palantir down 3%, sir.
I want that closer to 70 though. Even though we missed it last time, we're getting ready for it. I've got alert set. If it gets there, it's gonna let me know.
Micron almost 199. What a recovery! Beautiful.
Is that on your do not trade list now too?
No, Micron. That's good. It's AMD and Intel. AMD and Intel.
Was it Snoop then that added MU to his do not trade list?
He hates Micron, which it's an easy one to hate. It doesn't normally fare very well in its earnings, last few earnings.
Yeah. If you're out there and you do not have a don't trade list, you have not been trading long enough. You will have there's some stocks you go back to over and over again. And look, I'm gonna tell you, Tesla is one of my do not trade just because it got me on some options back in the day. Made great money, lost a lot of money. So
well, it's got a mind of its own.
Well, back in those days, what NVIDIA is now, Tesla was that times 10.
Yep.
And Elon could come on. We was talking about the power of Trump saying something to move the markets. Eli was swing that thing $100 one way or the other.
Yep.
Everything. So your holdings is showing. I just don't get this move according to holdings. I wish.
Yeah, I mean, your volume's increasing, your premium's decreasing. So
it really bothers me. SPY is not working. I want to see that SPY.
Yeah, I can see that the SPY has a bullish look. We can just see that snapshot, but I don't know how accurate the data is.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Data in 2 minutes. So put in a new high of the day as we are pushing up. Google. Wow. Google's up 3%. Good for it. Glad I sold my option on Friday. For a loss.
You are the truth. Get out, reverses.
Yeah, I had bought it way too late. What is it? What am I missing out on? It was a pretty aggressive. It was a 220 call for February. I was like, ugh.
Oh my goodness, look at this thing go more.
Yeah. So that's like $4. Yeah, we got 90 seconds to data, and it's pushing higher.
Sure is.
Look at that volume. We always said volume's the one. You keep harping on it. General market pushing up, even though premium got hit. Same with holdings. Now green. SPY's green. If you could see it.
We think that's what we're saying. We don't know what we're seeing there.
Kind of looking down. Bitcoin was at a strong recovery, back almost 500 down away from 100,000.
The Bitcoin chart and the ES chart are the exact same chart, right?
Yeah, they are.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they are. So a little push down before data. I got 30 seconds. Is everybody? I'm sure orders are starting to clear.
Yeah, you got it pretty much. Still, they're holding some to the upside, which is very strange. 6 at 50, holding a couple hundred up there. We got 15 seconds. Those if those don't disappear here, this could be a sign of what's to come. They did not clear.
May have a visitor. Hold on 1 second. Yes, sir.
Good. All right, so it came in at 58.8. Forecast 58.5. Previous is 58.5. So that's where we're at. I said if the order stayed at 50, was that indicator where we were going? Looks like it wants to go there, doesn't it? That's about.
Yes, it does.
That's so frustrating. Like we saw that. We saw those orders stayed there. I said, hey, if they keep these orders here, is that an indication of where the price is going to go to? And that was back down here. So you could have got you at least a 5-point move on it. If you paid attention and traded that. I did not trade that.
Yeah, it's tough to trade data.
It is. Sometimes it gives you indicator, but a lot of times you could have those orders sitting there as
good golly.
Yeah. Hey, well, my camera goes out. Of course, glad y'all can't see my face right now. Tears.
So you'd look for a break of this trend line and a retest, right?
Yeah, that's what you would like to see. Technically, what you would like to see is I would like to see it rejected here, come back, test the EMAs, and then bounce. Then I would trade it. I would play it up. Because at that point, you're more than likely you should have enough momentum to get the move through it.
Daddy, you look on your account. I'm going to play Spider-Man with the costume.
Right. Give me 1 second, Monty. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I'm just scrolling over to see where this level is. I drew on there. You can see that was a high there. Retested it. Held up. You can't really tell there, but it did hold up. Then it broke through. Now it's re-holding again. So this is a level. Let's see. Can we get the camera going back? I don't know what's up with my camera now. It's really annoying. But let's go back to the 5 minute. If you want to dig in a little bit deeper and see what's going on, you can click over on 1 minute and see it. You can see the move. I actually had the perfect pullback to the 21 on the 1 minute. So what it got you at? 38. You got 12 points off of it or so. Could have, not would have. Interesting.
Looking at a test of 40, right?
Yeah, but now you're looking at 41.75. So you want to see it come back in this top here, so you're around that range. I just don't see, and if it gets down there, that's going to actually break all the EMAs. And you would think this is the 200 and VWAP on top of each other right here. My goodness, on that general market tide, Roy, look at the
volume. It is ripping.
The call volume is insane, straight up.
Yeah, it's creating a bit of a FOMO experience here.
Yeah, so that's on that one. Let's see if we can get it. So looking on the 1 minute chart, I want to see it come back. Let's see, 43. Let's look at the 5 minute chart for 43. 42, 43. We're going to wait, though. This is not the strongest looking candles in the world.
No.
Yeah, this 1 minute you see we got a 3 minute trend here down.
Orb high is right there, right? We're right at it.
Let's see. Actually, we are. That's going to be the orb high there. Right, sorry, right here.
Yeah. Okay.
845.
That could be a spot.
Yeah, 48. I don't know. I'd want to see a little bit more, a little deeper, I think.
VIX, low a day, near low a day. Not looking healthy at all.
You do have a fair value gap right here at the bottom of this candle. So that could be a spot to watch in the next candle or two.
On the flip side,
answer Snoop for you over here. He says, if you're still in Google, I just rolled out to January. I'm like, well, he's not.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm an idiot.
And cameras in and out. Cameras in and out. I'm gonna blame this on Leroy today.
Just too much power.
That is it.
You get a little drop here in the call. That's a mountain of a move. All right, here we go. We get an entry test here. Do we want to face that?
We'll see how it reacts down here, but
yeah.
Let's look at our 1 minute chart, see if we're breaking through anything in the 1 minute. So 41.75 would be right above the 8. So
yeah, along here, and it holds. I think we can both be on the same page that a long would be the play.
Yes.
At what level would you look at for a target if you were to go long?
Well, I mean, if it gets down, if it was to get down here, I would look for it to break this 50.
Yeah.
So I would have it's not going to give us an entry though, Roy. It got to 44. We wanted 41, 42. Just might not see it. Then again, we might see it. Who knows?
Yeah, it's having trouble with that 50 area for sure.
Yeah. Which means if it does get a break and hold, look for it to go. But we'll see. We'll see. This is the only say that sitting there watching the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Camera went back out again. Well, the good thing is, I guess I can go and start it right back up. It can go right back out. It's all right.
Right back up. Right back up.
Playing the game. Looks like stock market. My camera up and down, isn't that? See, I didn't wait. I gotta wait longer, so to stay longer. If I get back in quick, it cuts off quick. It's really annoying. I don't know anybody knows me. This thing is driving me batshit crazy. Oh, look at the move back up now. And the break of 50. Boys and girls, if you want to see a strong move, there you go.
No,
Remember, we do have more data coming out at 9 o'clock. So any trade that I would get in, my goal is to be out of it by then if I was to get into one. But as of right now, we're not doing nothing.
So one of the bounce areas, I know you don't play these, but it was the top of the Bollinger Band was at 44.50. That's where it wicked off the bottom there.
Oh, look, I'm not saying there's not value. Anything that you can use to give yourself an edge, go for it. I just personally, I don't like it, but does that mean that it doesn't work? Or no, absolutely doesn't mean that at all. Just I prefer not to use it, just like RSI. I think there's values and all this stuff if you can use together. I just think a lot of people, and I'm not saying you here, Roy, but just talking about newer people in general, they find something like a Bollinger Band or a EMA cloud, and that's of course that's what the first thing you learn. Yeah, but by gosh, just think if I just traded just like this, well, I can backtest anything and make it work. So,
yeah. You could have just gone long on Nvidia 2 years ago. It would have been great.
Right. Yeah.
Say that about AMD, and you're like, oh, maybe not.
Right. And
battle in the 50.
I can't see it now because my camera's not on. Neurogon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's I had my questions about it at first. It's basically it's got like y'all can look it up. Joe Rogan talks about it. A lot of people talk about it. It's got like there's one thing in it that's your body doesn't naturally produce that your brain needs, and it's got a little boost of caffeine. This is like a could I say it without just getting in trouble? It's like a instant boost of Adderall, like straight to your brain. It's pretty impressive.
So what, day 4? You ever on it? 5?
5, I think. And it's one of those things you just do it when you need it. Like if I remember feeling like dry and tired, I pop a piece to my mouth. I can go do what I got to do. And it doesn't linger all day, which I like.
Yeah.
I was telling Roy, so, you see naturally you're seeing in HD and stuff anyway, but my eyesight when I chew it, it gets so much like sharper. It's insane.
Yeah. Something we'll try this week. Maybe put an order in. Little drop here, 3 minutes for data.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So I installed half of my NVIDIA position. And selling half of my coin.
Here, what I was talking about. Let's see. We got 2.5 minutes, so we got more data coming out. So,
yeah, no point in rushing.
No trade here. No trade here yet.
If it comes out in 2 minutes, that normally triggers my son to walk in and interrupt us. Back to school tomorrow.
Well, they have like a teacher appreciation day or something today, or
teacher planning day, which I'm all right with. Like, teachers deserve a day to get their stuff together.
Nah.
But he will be dropped off at school like 1 minute after the earliest he could be dropped off at school. 90 seconds.
Sir, can you please wait for us to unlock the door? No. Yeah.
Okay. He's got his lunch, his medicine, his braces, and I've put an emergency tag if anybody needs anything.
All right. We are not clearing. So we got a minute left. We're not seeing much clearness. So we got usually about 30 seconds. So we'll see. 55. You got a ton of orders up there. 60, 70. You got 40 to the downside, then all the way down to 6,000. So let's see what they pull, what they don't pull, what they do. CBD's kind of coming back a little bit. You got 40 seconds. Not pulling anything yet, really. Nothing to speak of, anyway. Seen a few come out. Not a lot. Roughly 15 seconds now. Seen a few more orders pulling out. Still leaving a lot out there. At 55 and up is look like is that another spot they're going to take us to. Come out. Factory orders negative 0.4. Forecast negative 0.3. Previous was 0.2.
Oh.
Durable goods is negative 1.2. Forecast is negative 0.5. Previous is negative 1.1. I'm not seeing good numbers out of anything, so I don't know why.
Is that the optimism that the Fed will cut now next meeting?
I guess because you just had. Oh, I gotta take those books off. There's this one news source. My gosh, when you get news from them, you get 85 in a row, and it like moves all your important stuff out of the way. It's like how some people text. Hey, I'm gonna send it a text, but I'm gonna send it in 45 text messages when it could have been just 5 minutes.
Make sure you get all those notifications, man.
That's right.
You got Tide showing a little bit of a bearish drop in premium. The volume though is shelving, right? So this is general market, and then holdings. You had a big drop in premium, but again, your volume's holding up. You're kind of looking like a still buy the dip moment.
For now, yes.
So as far as an entry, we're still looking at
you got
this PMI. What's that?
SPY data.
We're back.
Yeah. And it was
well, let me refresh.
It was what you were expecting.
Yeah. Say buy the dip. But that premium is just falling off a cliff.
It is, and you're seeing that volume came back some. So that volume could continue to trend down.
Yeah.
That's what you got to look for. Everything early was suggesting, I mean, look at this too. It's that volume was telling you to go.
Yeah. I mean, just kept following the price, even though premiums are dropping.
Yep. It is showing some weakness down here, though. So your volume's still coming back some. Your premium's going straight down.
Well, we're grinding on this trend line. We're not trend line, this level.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a breakout and a retest?
See it clear on one. This is the closest to the breakout we've gotten so far. But
You still got a little bit of time. What's up? What you need?
Your foot, yeah.
You just want to mess with me? Yeah.
Ooh.
So you got a retest on that 1 minute on the trend on the level.
And look at your market SPY on the SPY side. Your put premium just shot up.
Oh. And volume died.
But volume popped back up a little. This is very interesting.
Yeah, I'd say
it's down. It's coming down. It popped back.
You're not going to run away from this level.
You're not, and it's holding pretty daggone solid too. So why don't you swap over to a 1 minute when you're looking? Because if you look, you haven't even got the break yet, right?
Yeah.
The hold on the 5 minute. You can see it's rejected every time though.
Mm-hmm.
If you go over the 1 minute, and you can see now it's back above and it's holding. So you would look for the entry should have been there.
I would say Tide gave me a hesitation there for sure. No, but now if you look at it and call volume's now at the highest point it's been.
Yeah, I just want it to come back. on this 1 minute. You look at the 5 minute. We got the close on the 5 minute. Now you want to see the retest here of the 1 minute. And that would probably take it long. And this is actually a candle by candle on the 1 minute, Roy.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's turning into one on the 5 minute too.
Oh, I just missed it. I don't know why I hesitated.
What entry are you looking at? You're looking around the 51.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Thank you, buddy.
Do it.
You want some bread?
Yeah.
I'll take some bread.
I don't think it's coming that low. Well, wait a second. Should have took it.
Put an order at 52.
Do what?
So I put a long at 52. I don't know if it's gonna hit me. I don't think it is.
Hold on. Be patient.
Nope, got me.
That's probably where I should have got into. Oh, maybe not. Took a long there on that drive. I would love to get this break here. Get off that 1 minute. Quit driving me crazy. Let's see if we can get it. Where do we have orders at? We'll move this up with those orders. It's a little higher than the orders. CBD's coming back a little bit. It's a little worrying here. Your volume on your tides coming back SPY. Put premium still dropping. Put premium's dropping with it. I just don't know if we get the breakout here that I want to get, Roy. I want to get to that 60 level, but I don't know if they can get enough strength to get up there, to be honest with you.
Well,
we had a nice pop there, so. I'm going to put a sell order up here, see if we can get rid of one of these. A little higher than this. Probably should have put it around that top, but. CBD still, it's just holding 88, 8,900. It's not breaking above 9,000. It got up above 10,000 at one point. Oh, your call premium just shot up on SPY. And your volume is going back up, which they've been kind of running opposite each other here recently for some reason.
I have a sell to take one off at high a day.
Yeah, that's probably a little better spot.
Come on. 2 ticks away. Got it.
There you go. Good job, sir.
Yeah.
We need to go on a cut one here if we can. I think I'm a little too late to the party. Let's see if we can break that. Go get this one and we'll trail up that one. There you go. There's one out.
Got the other one selling at 59.75, but I'll just keep trailing it up. I'm gonna put the This one now is stop at break even. May come back and get me, but that's all right.
Yeah, I've got mine up a little bit. I want to make sure I at least lock in a couple $100 an overall trade.
I'm a huge fan of this wick.
Nah, that's all right. 270 on that trade, so that's not bad. Yeah, this is not a good look here. CBD's coming back. 84. Did you take it again?
Thinking about it, if it holds this orb high, that's a pretty big red candle. Still early in the candle too, though.
Yeah, real early. We're gonna take it in this one, see if we can get back up.
I'm gonna take one.
High day, give me $700 on it. So let's see. I don't know if we can get there or not.
So I took one. Do sell at a high day. Probably a little lower.
Let's see. So we're in
Oh, what was that?
I don't know.
I'll welcome it though.
I want a little more. I need one more little oomph on there. All right. Well, there's.
All right.
So anybody following home, this account is the 50K account we started 2 weeks ago. We took a payout last week on it, and this is day 2 again of trading. We're trying to keep it. Our goal is to have it at 2,000 and take $1,000 payout every time. Of course, we're taking half whatever we have next time. So we have 3 days left on this one. We're already at 1748.30 back on it again. So if we can continue this, we might be able to take a really nice payout this next time. So this one we're going to take every time we qualify. We're taking a payout on it.
Heck yeah.
I need to look at this one. Man, I should have took that off. Look at it. It missed me by a tick, folks. Missed me by a tick. CBD is popping though. 9,500. CBD. Sorry, not CBD. Tide is coming back though. Man, I hate to just leave it here, but I do love how this wick is on this candle.
Holdings in general market are pretty bullish.
Holdings is definitely bullish. You look at, we just had a spike in SPY on the volume. Nice spike.
Yeah. So you're getting kind of all three here.
Me trying to push it. Oh, I will start. Oh, we got it. Okay.
Hey, all right. Good job. Good play. Good play. Oh, we took it on the other guys for 440.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a personal or not my personal XFA, sorry. I took it at 200.
We're going to go lock this one up too. Now we're working on this 150. So we actually qualify. We can take, after today, we can take $1,400 out of this one today if we want to take it out. My goal is to get this one up around 4,000 to 5,000 and then put it on the same cycle as others. So if you're watching at home, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get it where I can trade as safe as possible, where I don't have to have huge days or whatever, right? If you make more in one day, great. You make more. If you don't, it's okay. But you get these built up, and then you're consistently every 5 days you're taking payouts on them. Is my goal. Now, whether that payout's $2,000 this week, might be $500 next week. You don't want to kill yourself. You want to keep you a nice buffer, but you definitely want to start growing these up. So this is if you want to do this full time, this is my income. So
yeah,
I made myself a deal. I should have moved money before I made myself this deal, but I didn't. So I'd actually moved pretty much everything out of my personal accounts. A little bit, you keep some in there, but I'm going to pay myself every week. So I'm living off. So I can't trade until I get paid again. I can't buy anything until I get paid again. This is my way of trying to save more money. So I give myself an allowance. So roughly, here's what I do. When I take a payout, we're going to use $1,000 for example, right? Automatically, I say I'm taking 35% of that $1,000. That's going to a savings account. That's sitting away. That's going to pay my taxes. My camera went out. That's going to pay my taxes. That's going to do all my stuff I need, right? That's safe money. You know that. You cannot touch that money. Just leave that money there. So you do that, and then that leaves you, if you don't know, at Top Step, once you get, was it 20,000, 10,000? Once you get to a certain point, you only keep 90% of your profits. They keep 10%, you get 90%. I've been on at 90% for a while, but you still got to pay taxes on that full 100% you're taking out, right? Or that's the way I'm going to put it up. So I'm covered, and I don't need a surprise end of the year tax bill like, $40,000 I didn't know I owed. So I automatically take that out. But I'm going to do this. I'm not bringing in money from anywhere else. Only money I'm going to have to live on is going to come from what I make off prop firms.
Awesome.
We'll see. Either I'm homeless with a lot of money in some other accounts that I can't touch, or we do good with it. Roy knows my mantra: burn the boat, right?
Burn the boat.
You got to burn the boat. If you don't burn the boat, you always have a boat or something to back up on. And I started to take a loan there, and I did not. And I wish I'm regretting that right now on this account right here. The volume on the tide is what's holding me back a little on the SPY. And it looks like the SPY only. Everything else seems to be rocketing.
Bullish.
Not going to chase. Yeah, it is. We want a trend. Don't even pay any attention to Dirty Harry. Nobody likes him.
Funny guy.
He's something. Nice drop in call premium here on the SPY.
Yeah, I've got, probably going to regret this, but I've got a buy 53.50.
To go long again?
Yeah, to go long again. That is the bottom body of that second candle. Just a little bit.
What'd you have?
2 candles ago, 53.50. So it's the bottom body of the second candle on the top of the previous candle.
I sit there.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I don't hate it. I want it to come back to here, but 51 again. I should have paid attention, but I don't know what we got going on here.
Oh, mystery by him. Dadgummit.
This tide has me very, very confused here.
So your general market tide premiums are catching up, so you're starting to get spaghetti land. Volume's holding up. I know what you're looking at. Your SPY's coming down. Put premium coming down. Call premium coming down. Volume coming down.
Yeah.
Holdings little decrease in volume there. So, what's the tiebreaker? What's CVD going?
9,800.
Wow.
All your orders though are like you got this cluster here, and you got this cluster down here, and that's all your orders pretty much.
Oh, I got filled on that long. I don't know
You
if I
don't
want it.
I'm torn. I think. I wanted to see down around here 51, 51.50. Or we can go back to that old philosophy where put your order where you would put your take profit. I mean, put your stop loss.
Right.
My stop loss would be right there. So I don't really like that one much. I'm not hating your play because they're holding it up down here, but
Well, this candle needs to go green. Oh, and I mean, obviously this candle needs to push at least high a day. Otherwise, this play may be cooked. I like it so far.
I don't think it's cooked yet. You just don't want it to turn. As long as you're getting these wicks here,
Mm-hmm.
continue to get those, then showing you got buyers here. Right.
58 is my sell. I'll take it.
Look here, look. You had resistance and then you had support. I mean, it's that quick how it turns.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I like your play. I didn't like it enough to join you, but I like your play.
Point away. No, 2 points away. Sorry. 58 is where I've got my sell. Oh, came back.
Oh, you're okay. Oh, you're okay.
Yeah, no. I like the wick. I just.
So I'm gonna tell you kind of if we still got a lot of time on this candle. Yeah. If we was to get an indecision candle on this one, it was, then it would tell me you probably were coming back.
Well, it took me out plus 200. We'll take it.
Hey, there you go.
That's 2 out of 3 XFAs now hitting the 200 mark.
Perfect. Let's see. We're still not getting a runaway. Ooh, Roy, your spy tied. This thing might pop.
Looks like it. Volume just peaked. Peaked. Just turned the corner. General market, spaghetti land, but the volume's still in charge. Holdings with a drop.
See if we can get in down here. I know this doesn't make a lot of sense here, but
my gracious, coin's up 7%. Oh, Bitcoin's 101,000. Missed that all the fun. Solana 221. Nvidia 151. Good gracious. AMD's even up 3%. What is going on?
The world is ending.
SPX 6008, by the way, 6008. So I think your level on yours that is 6,000.
Huh?
Your level, the white level right there, 6,051 is SPX 6,000.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, no, that's not 6,000. I didn't know what we were talking about for a second. I was in a lot of trade. I probably shouldn't. She probably shouldn't be, man. I probably should cut this thing. But I don't listen to myself.
General market tide, call premium about to cross the 0 line. Volume holding up. You've got a drop in volume on holdings, but it's kind of shelving now. And then on SPY, yeah, it's 50-50 right now. 50-50.
Yeah, we're in a 50-50 trade. I just need this one to break. We don't need that nice. Let's pull it down a little bit, be more conservative. Pull it down there. Pop up close to high day. CBD's coming back, creeping back. You got your call. Premiums coming back. Your volume's kind of plateauing off here a little. Let's just see what happens when I chew this gum. Oh, this is all y'all hearing everything I'm thinking in my mind all at once.
That's what they came for.
You watch this thing, it's really interesting. So I never paid attention to how much I actually pay attention to when I'm in a trade. So I'm in a trade right now, and I'm popping between pretty much 4 windows. And I've got Tide over here. I got the VIX over here. I got Bookmap there. I got news here. So I'm kind of glancing all over. And I don't think we're going to get the breakout. You got too many orders at 60 for it to break through unless they move those orders. You got 650 orders sitting up there, which
I like the way this candle's forming, though, for you.
it's pulling a magnet. So right now, this is a magnet, right? That's going to pull it. But you know how when you put two magnets together, how they push apart?
Yeah.
So it's like it pushes it, pulls it up, and then it turns around to push it back down. CBD is 98. It's creeping up. I need this to creep up. Volume's creeped up a little.
Your premium is looking, yeah,
starting to act like it wants to turn a little, but I think we're going to pull one off at 300 if it hit it there, just to be safe, and then we can trail. Oh, come on, hit that one at least, then we can move some stuff around. Crap. It's like, I moved it a tick late, and then of course it gets to tick to me and stops.
Come on, hit him. Hey!
So we are going to guarantee. So we're going to guarantee $50 in this trade. So it's actually a little more than $50 total on the overall trade, but and this is super tight. We're liable to run, but as long as these orders are here, I should have left it where it was. They're going to eat them. They ate them up.
Ate them up.
Ate them up. So now we're guaranteed, about 600 on the day.
Push, push, push. Push. Nice.
What are you doing? Trying to push that way up there.
Keep going. Keep going.
I'll take it. That's good. 651.
Bang. Nice job. Nice job.
Here's how the day is going. 694, 651, 322. And guess what we're going to do?
Lock it up.
And yeah, could I have made more money on this? Yeah, we could trade more, make more money, for sure. But do I have to? No. Is the risk reward probably risk reward probably the rest of the day is probably pretty good. It looks like we're going to trend up. We've said this, I don't know how many times the last few weeks. Trade the 8. Keep trading the 8. How long have we been saying the 8 is like he's playing out? He's playing out every day. So
look at your holdings volume, by the way. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but The heck?
Oh, that was a big turn.
Yeah, I'll show the people. Then get all this volume here on. But
I mean, just
hold it.
tanked.
Just tanked.
Uh,
Not seeing that on SPY, not seeing that on general market. So interesting. Somebody just dumped. Was it Tesla?
Canada Prime Minister who is seeking prorogation. What is that? Of Parliament until March 24th. Don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But that news just came out on that dump.
Ride the 8 until you can't.
That's my point. Be careful because, well, look. So we're looking at SPY Holdings, which took a dump. There's no doubt. It took volume took a. I mean, it went from positive to negative 100,000 like that.
Yeah.
So, but your SPY, it's not showing anything close to that.
Nowhere close, right? That's
And your market time is not showing. I mean, it's showing a slight dip in market time, but nothing like that.
yeah.
And here's the 8 test. I'm
Your
locked up.
VIX. Your VIX could be bottoming here. Still in a downtrend though. Well, that was a 5-point drop from your sell. Good job, sir.
Oh, well, you know what they say.
Yeah. They don't call you top tick money for nothing.
I'm gonna tell you, you will never hear me brag about catching the bottom or top because that is pure luck.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we are still
Look at
holding
this
the 8 too.
damn
So
8. Look at this damn 8.
that's funny.
Well, so let's see. No, haven't talked to y'all since Lane Kiffin made a statement at the Gator Bowl, which I don't know who he's making. I guess he's making a statement to himself and us. Wasn't making a statement to anybody else. Had that going on. Had all kinds of football this weekend, good and bad. You had the Texans actually won, so knocked them out of the number 1 pick. So they fired their head coach when they were
Patriots.
just. Were they not in the playoffs like a Super Bowl contender last year?
Nah, it's a couple years. Patriots. They were because last year they had a high pick to pick Drake May.
No, Texans.
Oh, the Texans? Yeah, the
Yeah.
Texans. They had won their first playoff game last year.
They fired Lovey, not their head coach. They fired Lovey Smith, who was there. What? Was that?
Yeah, that was the year before. So Lovey had won the final
game
game of the season to be able to get CJ Stroud.
Yes, and then they won. Yeah, so they didn't get the number 1 pick. They had to trade for that, and they fired Lovey Smith, and then the rest is history. I don't know. I watched a lot of NFL yesterday, and it was okay. The Titans are brutal.
Titans are the Titans.
Yeah, it's very disappointing because they wasn't long ago they were competitive, right?
Yeah.
It started downhill when they decided that, hey, you know what? AJ Brown is not that great a receiver. We need to trade him.
Right.
And then they got another first round pick, and they're like, oh, this is just a younger, better version of AJ Brown. Who I don't even know if the kid's still in the league right now or not, because I forgot his name. I don't know if he's still playing. But anyway, it started there. Then Tannehill was not good enough to get him over the hump, so we got to do something different. And boy, have they done something different.
Yeah, the coach said let go.
Did not get over the.
Yeah,
Vrabel was great. Yeah, they ran. That was.
I like Vrabel.
Yeah,
and he's wanted by like 6 teams right now.
Yeah, having a big drop here, and look at your general market tie with your premiums there, Roy.
Yeah, you see premium.
Let's look and see what she's doing on the SPY. I mean, it's never kind of panned out in the SPY. Holdings is, ooh.
Yeah, it's still
Holdings is
building on that volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not.
So,
You're getting a drop. You're breaking that 8 right now.
you're breaking the 8. CBD, crazy thing. CBD's 10,000. So 98 coming back some.
You look for your level here. If it bounces and holds.
Yeah, you definitely want to see, if you want to take a long, you want to see some kind of, well, and of course, here you go. So, what I was going to say is you want to see some kind of strength here around this level. Well,
it is a bit of a chop. It is a bit choppy up here, though. I mean,
there's no doubt. Yeah. I mean, if you were to take a long, my suggestion would be to either take profit quicker or at least trail it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because this thing, I mean, look, for all this holding, if it breaks it could break it and run hard down. So that is something else to be careful of. You don't want to take any crazy chances.
Yeah, and I mean, technically, you did have a candle by candle to the downside, and this would be a continuation candle. So,
say technically again.
Technically.
I like that.
I say that because of that wick, and you're like, I don't want to say short candle by candle with the wick on this candle, but see what the VIX is doing. VIX getting a little. Could break above the aura blow. Yeah, getting a little love. The Apple pushing up. Nvidia, good gracious.
I'm gonna tell you, if you look, pull up Tide, pull up SPY Tide, until you see that volume trend down. I mean, you can't take a short.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Oh yeah, everything. This is kind of what we was talking about before. Where everything shows. Like this is when you go to holdings. This is this market tide you're on here, or is it?
This is a general market, yeah.
All right, you look at general market tide. You see your volume trending down a little. You see your put premiums up, your call premiums down. They cross. But the main thing I'm worried about is that volume. So you see that volume trending down. Go to your holdings.
This is holdings.
All right, you're on holdings. You get the same. Your volume's dying on holdings, right? So everything between those two charts, or those two ones, are saying go short, right?
Yep.
All right, now swap to SPY. Until that volume turns down, which you're getting a little down crease now, but like take everything else. If you could take everything else off the chart and just focus on that volume, if you're looking at Tide. Now it's trending down some more, so you can see there's a level. You would actually almost trade it like levels. So you see that dip a few candles, a few back on the volume.
Yep, that one.
See if we kind of break that little dip, and you're looking to see it. That's where I would look for a short. If that means your volumes change direction for sure, and you got a trend in volume, and then you should see a trend in the chart follow. That's what when I'm looking at volume. That's what I'm looking at. That's why I keep mine on. I know we talk about both a lot. I keep mine on this one 100% of the time on SPY Tide. That's the only one I look at. I think that's the most important. When I get where you can see stuff that might happen with the other ones, and they have to lag. This is showing live data. You're seeing it. And you're seeing that volume go right to that area I just talked about. So if we get a break down below this level. So now you have all this other stuff work out. So you got Roy. Show them where we're at on your volume, Roy. All right, I'm going to swap to my chart real quick. That break will coincide with this break here to the downside.
Yeah.
So you need that to continue down. If you go back to Roy, you can see here that volume ticked up the slightest little bit, and we're moving up with it. So that's how you use this as confluence and stuff. You don't use it just as, hey, this is what I'm using for everything. You got levels on the tie that you can look at levels with on your chart to play out.
Good.
Well,
Quality.
out there for a lot, didn't I?
No, that was good.
You see one, but you go back to holdings though, so you can't follow holdings. Just holdings, you would be embarrassed the whole time. You'd been getting tore up on it.
Yeah.
That volume is wanting to. It's really tricky right there in that spot. It got down right there where we thought it might get to, but they couldn't carry that volume down either. It's very. Yeah, I wish your lines lined up to where your actual mouse was on both sides.
Yeah.
So you like crosshairs, but it doesn't. So I don't know. Did that make sense? Why?
Yeah. No, you're looking at basically these valleys in the volume.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so you have these big mountaintops, and now you could technically argue that if this turns down here, you're in a little bit of a downtrend on volume.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, I guess
did it held your level?
Yeah. So far,
this candle has potential to kind of dictate the next move here. If it turns nasty.
Yeah. You just had a pop in volume over here too, though. So
yeah.
We had a good day today, so I can't complain.
Oh, definitely good day.
I'm waiting on this. The payout was approved through them. I'm waiting on them to hit my account so we can activate these. We'll probably just activate one, the oldest one, and then we'll take a payout, and then we'll activate another one. This is the ultimate. We're letting Top Step pay for everything. Let's see if I make it. Be interested to see. I might not be washing clothes and eating ramen every day, but we're trying to live just off what we make here. What do you think? Think we can do it, Roy?
I think we can do it.
Yeah, we're getting a little dull in the action. I hadn't had a whole lot of action. I had that move down and the move back up and open, and then are we flagging here? Do we play off this flag? Do we break out above? I mean, how you got a nice move. You're playing a breakout. Well, you're waiting on this breakout to 60-60, so that's a good move. See if this holds this 50 level. Once we got back above it, it's held, so that would be my spot to watch. And then, like I said, you got that spot. You could actually draw one down here. If you want to watch it, it kind of lines up with a few different other things too. So 15, 16 level. The key here, like when you're drawing levels, if you're doing this stuff, if you're following here, the safest play off this stuff would be don't just set an order. You see us sometimes we'll set an order and leave it. Works out sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but typically when we do that, it's pretty strong trend in that way. So that means you're expecting that you want to get in as quick as possible, but you also then you want to have a good entry. So that's why you'll see us do that. If you see like an iffy, like right now, I probably would not just hold it there just because, well, I don't know. I was going to say just because a few things are telling me that it might not happen, but you got your volume popping back up again. So till that volume breaks and stuff, it might not be a bad idea to have an order there just to keep playing it. You'd play a pretty tight stop. I mean, heck, shoot, you look at it now, if you could play it, you could play a stop below the 21.
Yeah.
And that's pretty conservative, but Gives you a good chance to play there. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud because I have nothing to trade. I'm locked up. Locked up.
Yeah, I like a long here. The fact that it broke down below the 8, recovered it. It needs to break out above the high of these candles, and it's right there now. But it definitely found buyers at that 8.
Yeah, I mean, like we've been talking about that 8 for a while. Yeah, I mean, you went below it here, but by gosh, you went right back. They pushed you right back to it. You're getting a pop, Roy. You're getting a pop on premiums and volume on SPY.
Yeah, you're getting it where they probably want to take out that 60 level now.
Well, you got to look if they take out that 60. 65 to 70 would be our next targets up there. So, once you get to a point, yeah, could you draw lines on stuff? Absolutely, but you get to a point where you're looking at site levels. So 60 breaks would look for 65, 70, and so on. Those site levels hold on pretty daggone strong sometimes. I don't have any problem playing site levels. I know Roy doesn't either.
No. Love them.
So let's look at let's see what the 1 minute chart gave us. So at exactly 9:40 or 9:39, the 1 minute chart said, "Hey, here's your entry." Look at that hold on the 1 minute, Roy. Resistance, broke through it, support. Yeah, you guys don't see me trade 1 minute a lot, but if you're looking for an entry level where you might look here and be like, oh man, that looks bearish right there, right? You're looking like, look at these wicks. Let's go look at the 1 minute and see. So now you see your 1 minute's actually testing your whole VWAP thing there. So if it bounces off there, then now you see it holding there. A little bit different view. Doesn't look near as bearish here than it does there, right?
Mm-hmm.
There it looks like, oh man, we could pop that easy, which looks like we might do here. And look how much better that kind of looks now. Oh, well, Roy, I think I'm about ready to call it for the day. How about you? I mean, we can sit here, but I'm not trading anything else. And
yeah, I was trying to find maybe one more entry, but can't quite break that 60. Gives me a little worry that we could be keeps getting there and keeps just getting batted back.
Yeah. So to be safe, Roy could wait for it to break that area and then be like, oh, you're chasing. The only problem is if you get a fake out. So it could break up and then come crashing back down. That's why you got to be super careful if you do trade breakouts because you get faked out a lot. So look, now we're back to an ugly candle, right? What do we look like on the 1 minute? It's starting to look a little bit returning on the 1 minute. You got your 8, your EMAs. They cross for a minute. Then they cross again where the 8 is below the 21. You got VWAP sitting right at 42.25. And then here you got it on 36.50. So I don't know. You're getting a decrease in your volume now on SPY Tide. You got CBD coming back to about 9,000. So you would look here for a break to the downside. And then to be safe, you'd probably want to see the 21 break. And then you can break it to the 2 VWAP. possible.
VIX with a ugly candle there on that move down, so that doesn't make much sense to me.
Holy, what'd you say? Holy Toledo? You gave me a Batman reference earlier.
Well,
Look at
yeah,
here.
holy Batman.
62.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was over 1,000 just a second ago. Let's see if they build it back up. They put these in with it. That's a lot of volume right there. Order sitting there. That's 1,400 orders sitting there.
Is that safety?
I don't know. Ooh, look at it. Ooh. Do I say? I'm not going to say it. You see, they keep moving. These 300 orders keep popping in there and popping out with it. These orders up here, they brought them down, they pop them up, they bring them down, they pop them up. So, is this the same player that we had earlier that had all those orders sitting up there that they ate up? So, do those orders stay there? CBD's coming back down below 9,000. Your volume is kind of ticking sideways on Tide. Watch it up here, Roy. If each of these orders up, she's fixing to run big time, I think. You got to look for 70 if it breaks that. Ooh. Here comes volume in on Tide. 93. CBD's not really, I mean, it's a little bit, but.
Yeah, high down. Almost high down volume.
Yeah. There you go. They're going to take these out. Oh, man, you got right to it. That ate them up.
Wow.
You're going to see it digest them for a minute. It's like a worm. $8 orders. Like, hold on. We gotta digest them. And then you should see a more move up. See, these orders are popping to the upside. I can see 70. They're actually bringing orders above 70 now. Oh, wow. Volume. Roy, look at Tide volume. My gosh.
Oh.
Yeah.
So entry wise, you're looking at 60.
Yeah. With the order on the practice account here. Get it
Going at
filled.
60.25. We'll see if it can fill.
Might not even come back. CBD's plus 11,000. But you guys watch. You see how we try to use everything together to give us an idea. No, none of us are certain where anything's going. Only thing we can do is give our best guess of what passed. What's so funny?
Missed me by a tick.
Oh,
There it goes. It got me. I don't know what it wants. I only got one.
And I got 3 on the old practice account here. We're going to see if we can get to. I probably need to pull it down a little. See if we can get there. 69. 69.50.
69.50. A little drop in
60.
call volume, or sorry, in volume on SPY.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's ticking itself back up, though.
Yep. So I don't know who's doing this. You got a bunch of orders coming back in again, like 500 plus at 65 now. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see if we can get the pop here. We're going to move the stop up a little bit on these. Right up there below that candle. Can't get the break off. That volume is popping again though, Roy. See if they can continue it. Yeah. Wow.
I gotta sell at 65.
65.
Yeah.
Not bad. Oh, you're in alone?
Mid along, yeah.
And your entry is 60.25?
60.75.
Oh.
I got overzealous and moved it up.
So you're taking a little bit of heat here.
A little bit. Not too bad.
Yeah, not much. Yeah, no. This is not bad heat. In late, we hope it's going to get felt. Roy Easy. I'm going to pull
Having
you
a good
up.
day, Roy Easy.
We've had a hell of a day, Roy Easy, so it's all good. We got all accounts locked. You see us in a practice account, so yeah. Today was a good day.
Let's take a look at market tide. We got put premium rising. We got the volume kind of ticking down on SPY. Holdings wise, was it opposite day on the holdings? Got put volume now rising. You got general market just kind of hanging out. So it's just like it's. Oh, there it is. Yeah, just happened. And down goes the market. So that makes sense.
Go back to your SPY. Are you on SPY?
This is SPY now.
Why does my SPY look different than your SPY now? Oh, never mind. We're back. We're good. It was a little over exaggerated, but like we had a pop there, and it was a little over exaggerated on my side. Then when I refreshed it, it fixed itself. Yeah, we chewed some NeuroGum this morning. It gave us the power to make these trades.
Powered by NeuroGum.
We are open for a sponsored NeuroGum, so I will chew the mess out of you. I'm gonna do it anyway, you know. I'm really surprised that once we get these breaks, we're not running. if you notice these breaks, we're just grinding.
Mm-hmm.
Like it breaks, we're gonna grind for a little bit here, and then a little break, we're gonna grind a little bit. Nothing running away with it anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Granted, NQ's up 1.6%, 358 points. So
ES is
fact
up
that we're
1%, 71 points. So I mean,
yeah, it's the fact that it's moved up that much and is holding up here is a pretty strong strength to it. This candle, well, it had a little pop to it, and then it just can't
I
go
meant
like you
to.
said.
There was one thing I meant to show today. So hold on, we're gonna do this. Hide that. Let's go back to my chart real quick. Just trolling through last night. So here's your overall trend, right? Here's your spots. You can see all your lower lows. Notice at this point right here. All right, so you got what? Double bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
But notice how this low did not take that low out. So if we can break above, no, we still got a ways to go. I was watching, I was like, this 6,000 level, 6,100 level is going to be a booger bear because look what you're protecting at that point, right?
Yeah.
You're protecting a lot. So, I mean, we're running at that point, so probably you would look around here, 90. If it breaks that, look out. But I just thought this was interesting. This pretty much this little double bottom here, or you could, if you drew a line across, you could almost see inverted head and shoulders there.
Yeah.
A little wonky, but and it's there. Or you got a W shape. You got a wedge with the W breakout, which should go to the breakout to the upside. I just think here, if you draw a straight line across there, and then this wedge down, breakout there, we should rip, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're looking at a pretty good bear trap, is what that shows me.
It's ironic. So if you look here, all right, so stop this level here. All right, well, you can see this level showed the first time it came down, it went right back to that level, then rejected back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So got here, they're like, hey, we're going to try to push this thing back down. They couldn't push it back down. So I tell you, this level and pretty much this level is pretty strong levels. Unlike here, you can see here, so it pushed down here, came back, like pushed down, retest, like, oh, it's a strong level. Test it, then broke it. Came straight back down through it, test the same level. So you would look for this same pattern of breakout where test this again, it breaks above it this next time. So as far as looking ahead, I mean, we're not biased on coming in the day, but you got to be biased looking at that chart, don't you?
Yeah.
You would think you go up. Now, this is like anything could happen to change that. But if I'm right, prove to be right, you won't hear me on oh, I'm right.
Yes, Steve.
Yeah.
That too happened. So just some things to look at. I was looking at that last night.
No, it's a good longer term view is always add time to your charts so you can see it better. Well, I've been this long. I think I'm gonna let it play out a little bit. I've got a 7-year-old that's, I don't know how old are you now? 6, 7. I want some attention. His last day before school gets back in, so
yeah,
see if I can do
hang
that.
out.
Hang out with him.
Yeah.
I got my orders set. Hopefully they fill. Hopefully they fill to the positive side. If not, okay. Got my risk in place. So. All right, man.
Yep.
Good day. Great day.
Thank
Everybody,
you, folks.
trade safe. We're back on tomorrow. It is a no trading day on Thursday. So
Yay!
if anybody's interested in that. Your
Yeah, he'll be at
options, your
school.
weekly options players. Yeah, he'll be at school, but we'll take it from there. All right, guys. Have a good one. We appreciate everything, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.